Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's 30-Minute Mentor, where we're covering part 6 of the money formula. Let me know if you can see my screen and you can hear what I'm saying. I may be a few seconds early for a change. I don't know how that affects things. I don't know whether you can see the screen before then or... It looks like it's working from what I can see. So welcome to part 6 of the money formula again. If you can hear me and see my screen, please let me know by adding a message in the chat section. And then we can rock on. Okay, thanks Selma, thanks James. Right, let me just see who's here. This, it's very interesting to me that we have 4 people attending live out of 178 who are registered. This information that I offer here, you can get by paying thousands of dollars for. It might be padded out a little bit sometimes, but in general, it's the same basic information. In fact, I believe I'm offering some information that you don't even get in a lot of these $1,000, $5,000 courses and things. I get people constantly contacting me saying, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I tell them, register for the webinar. And they register for the webinar. And as I say, we've got 178 registered and we've now got 5 people attending. It doesn't particularly worry me. It just is an indication of why so many people fail. 5 out of 178, what's that as a percentage? That's just 500 divided by 178 equals 2.8%. And that probably accounts for why there's only 3% of marketers that succeed online, because all the others are out there just hoping for a lucky break. They think they're going to just get easy. We've now got 6 in, so that probably whacks it up to the 3%ers that are successful. Making money online isn't easy. It is not complicated. It is simple. And the only reason it's not easy is because people won't do the simple things that they're told to do over and over again. And they're all out there thinking that it's better than buying a lottery ticket. Oh yeah, I'll put $37 into this program here, click the magic button, have my 10 money-making websites set up and retire. It's crazy to think that way. You have to learn what you're doing. You have to apply what you're taught. And you have to persist with it. And so anyway, that's my little rant over for today, I hope. If you hear some heavy breathing, it's not me, it's my dog. She thinks it's a bit hot today, so she's in the background panting. So don't think I'm getting overexcited. Okay. What we've talked about over the past 5 weeks are selecting a product or a service to sell, having a clear outcome of how you're going to sell it, who you're going to sell it to, and what to expect. How to build a hook, how to get lead magnets built around your hook, and how to build landing pages built around your outcome, your hook, and your lead magnets. Okay, and today we're moving on to, oh, that's right. I wanted to just reiterate this, the 8 steps to success. That's these 8 steps, because a lot of people fall down the hole because they try and get from 1 to 7 without putting in place 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Okay, they miss out those 5 things completely, and then they wonder why they're not making any money. And the answer is because they're doing things wrong. They're doing what everybody else is doing. That 97% that can't be bothered to turn up and learn what they should be doing, and then apply it and be persistent and consistent in doing that. And the next thing that you need to have in place before you even think about traffic is click tracking. And that's what we're talking about today. So why should you track your links? Let's suppose, this is just hypothetical. Let's suppose you spend $1,000 with 5 solo ad providers for 200 clicks each, and the clicks are $1 each. Okay, you might get clicks a lot less than that. You might pay more than that. It doesn't matter. As I say, this is just a hypothetical example. Let's suppose the clicks are $1 each. And so you decide that you're going to go with 5 different solo ad providers, and you're going to get 200 clicks off each of them. And let's suppose then that you do pretty well. You get 370 opt-ins, which is 37%, which is good. Okay. Anything over 30% is regarded as being good, especially with cold traffic. And solo ads they may be lukewarm, solo ads. It depends on how good you are at writing the copy for the ad that's sent out. But 37% is pretty good. So you're quite happy. 370 opt-ins. Wow, bang, lovely. And 7 sales, and you make 250 commission on each sale. So you get 7 sales for 250. That's 1,750 in income, and it cost you $1,000. So you made a $750 profit. That's great. Okay. That is what you're looking for, making money online. So again, why not spend another 1,000 with the same 5 solo ad providers, 200 clicks each, or maybe even up it to 2,000 as we scale up our profits and make more money? Why not? Well, what's this tracking about? This goes back a long time. John Wanamaker said, half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is I don't know which half. And that was very true in his day. But in today's world, where you're advertising online and there is the ability to track what's going on, you should know exactly where your advertising spend is being used profitably. let's suppose that ad that we talked about, the 5 solo ad providers, 200 clicks each, A, B, C, D, and E are your solo ad providers. And you got 370 opt-ins, as we said. But let's just look at it this way. Perhaps, once again, these are just purely hypothetical figures thrown together. Let's suppose that you got 40 opt-ins with provider A. That would be what, 20%? You only got 20 opt-ins with provider B. That would only be 10%. 70 opt-ins with provider C. 35%. Provider D, 100 opt-ins, 50%. And provider E, 140 opt-ins, 70%. So knowing that, with that information, where would you spend your cash again? Would you still spend 1,000 and get 200 clicks off each of A, B, C, D, and E? Probably not. So let's just take it a step further. We said you got 7 sales. Let's suppose that provider A, you only got 40 opt-ins, but you actually got a sale. And provider B, you got only 20 opt-ins and 0 sales. Provider C, 70 opt-ins and 0 sales. But your solo ad provider D, where you got 100 opt-ins, you actually got 5 sales. 5% sales from provider D, which is very, very, very good. Provider E, you got 1 sale from 140 opt-ins, which is a little bit below par. And provider A, you only got 40 opt-ins, but you got 1 sale. 1 sale out of 40 opt-ins. That's, was it 2.5%, something like that, which is good. So now, where would you spend your cash? Maybe when you saw the figures for the opt-ins, you were thinking, oh, well, I'll spend $1,000 with E, because that way I'm going to get a lot more opt-ins. And, but now, maybe you're thinking, oh, I'd rather spend it with D, because that way I'm going to get more sales. So you see how all this information needs to be taken into account. Having this information, it would probably be wise if you were spending another $1,000 to spend maybe $600 or $700 of it with D, because that's where you got your best results. And maybe try these two again, A and E, because even though A was low, maybe it was a freak that they were low, or maybe it was a freak that you got the sale, but you really need to find out. So worth testing again. And E, you got a lot of opt-ins, but only 1 sale. Wonder why? Let's have another look at that. And these two, really, you can say, well, they're a waste of time, not doing anything here. So now you've got a control. You've got this control here. 100 opt-ins, 50% opt-in rate, very, very good. And 5% sales on your opt-ins, which is amazing. So that's your control. Let's see if you can do it again. So you send most of your traffic here. You send some up here and some down here, but smaller amounts. You don't split it equally 3 ways. Okay. And this is all very well and good if you got a profit in the first place. But if we go back here, where were we? Let's suppose that you only got 3 sales. So that was 750 in income and a 250 profit, a $250 loss on that campaign. Okay, you've got your 370 opt-ins, but you've actually lost $250 in your upfront expenses. You could say, well, I got 370 subscribers for $250, which is a fair way of looking at things. And say, okay, my subscribers only cost me 70 cents each, or whatever that works out at. And so it's perhaps worth pursuing, because I know that if I build a relationship with the people that have opted in, that we can then convert some of those opt-ins that didn't buy, because we only got 3 sales, into buyers. What's 3 sales from 370? It's a little, it's about 80%, isn't it? Which is, sorry, not 80%, 0.8%, which is slightly low. The average, the norm is probably between 1 and 2%. Probably around just under 1.5% is probably about normal for most people. So you could look at it that way, but a lot of people would look at it and say, okay, I spent that money, I made a loss, I'm out of here. But if they had this information, they could say, well, if I eliminate the lower opt-ins, I'd be getting a lot more opt-ins. It would bring my cost per lead down considerably. Because if I'd spent all the money here, these would have had, I'd have got a lot more opt-ins, and my cost per lead would probably have been down around about 30 cents instead of 80 cents. And then if you had this information, you could say, okay, well, okay, I lost $250 on that campaign, but if I'd put my money here, I would probably have made a profit, because maybe this would have only been 2 and 1 and none, something like that. You know, if you had the information, you could have said, you know, like I say, if it was only 3 sales, maybe there were 2 here and 1 here. You would say, okay, these 2, I got some sales from. So if we scrap these, we can concentrate on these and get the sales. So instead of it being a loss, you've learned, you've gathered information, and you know what's going on. So now we get to free versus paid, because most of the people I talk to think that not only are they going to make money without doing anything by clicking a button, but they're also going to do it for free. So they've got a rude awakening coming, as you probably know, the people that are here on this with me. If free was best, paid wouldn't exist. It really is as simple as that. If free was the best way of doing things, nobody would ever buy a paid option. It just wouldn't be there, because nobody'd buy it. So always think about that. What are you going to get for your money? And what to track? What are you going to be tracking? Well, you want to be tracking your clicks originally. You want to make sure that you're getting the clicks that you pay for. Okay, if you don't have any tracking at all and you pay for 200 clicks and the guy says, oh yeah, I sent you 200 clicks and you got 10 opt-ins, you say, oh, well, it didn't do very well, but do you know whether you got your clicks? Do you know what went on? Do you know, So you need to click that. You need to click that, and you need to track that, and you need to track the conversion rate, especially if you're using different suppliers. And your clicks, you need to really know where they're coming from, not just in terms of geographical location, because that's important. If you're looking to make sales, your best bet is from North America, Western Europe, and Australasia. And the 5 prime countries to target are the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand, and Ireland as well. Six countries. Those are your prime targets, particularly if you're English speaking, if you've got an English offer. Germany is very good, but you need to have a German offer to approach the German market. So you need to know where the clicks are coming from. You also need to know if they're bona fide clicks. You will see places on the internet that are advertising 1 million clicks for $5 and all this sort of stuff. Okay, that might be a slight exaggeration, but it's not much. You'll see some very, very cheap clicks. We'll send you 100,000 visitors to your website for $15, this sort of thing. If you track those clicks, you will see that they are robot clicks. They're never going to buy anything. You're going to waste your time. They're not going to open your emails. It's whatever you spent on it, whether it's $5, $15, $50, $100, it's money down the drain. You need to know that your clicks are genuine clicks. So you need to know they're genuine, where they're coming from. You need to know how many of them are opting in, and you need to know how many of them are buying things. And what you buy percentage is not only on your initial offer, but also on any add-ons, any upsells that you may have, one-time offers or whatever you want to call them. That's what OTO stands for, one-time offers. So you need to be tracking everything you can. The more information you have, the better you'll be able to scale up your income. Now, it may be possible to do this all free using Google's systems. They have some very sophisticated stuff in Google where you can track all sorts of things, and they provide it free because they're getting the information as well. Essentially, that's why they provide it, because they're harvesting the information that you're getting. But I'll be honest with you, I looked at Google tracking and I can't understand it. And that doesn't mean you won't be able to. I am not very technical. I am not too bright with technical things. And for me, if you're tracking with Google, good luck to you. If it's working for you, it's free, okay, do it. It will probably take you quite a long time to learn how to use it effectively, but it could well be worth it in the long run. Free services that are simple to use, things like Bitly. There are lots of these, and I'm going to just show you a search in a moment. But the reason I've taken Bitly is because it's been around for a while. It's been around for 7 years, and I don't know how many millions or billions of links they've tracked now. But essentially, they shorten links. So if you've got a link like, in fact, I think I was going to show you. So let me find where I am. Come here. Let me come out of the screen share for a moment. I'll just, you've seen that hopefully. They are a big concern, and you can find them at bit.ly or bitly.com, or probably anything else that has anything like Bitly in it. They probably own everything that has that. So let me just come out of that screen share a moment, and I'll just look. I had some stuff. Here we go. Let me just see. Okay, first we'll go here. If you're wondering why you've not got Sunny Lincolnshire in the background like you normally have, it's because we have guests and I've been kicked out of my office dining room, really. I mean, I work from home, and I'm in one of our bedrooms. So what am I trying to do now? Look for this share. Here we go. If you just type in Google link shortener, you will get lots come up. po.st, Google have their own, GOO.gl, there's Bitly, Bitly again, tinyurl, Owly. I think Owly was started by Twitter, ow.ly. There are lots of them, so you'll be able to find lots of them, and what they are mainly is they are used for shortening. I'm not sure whether you're getting to see me when I come up. You should do anyway, but anyway, not to worry. Most of this is let me just copy this. It's mainly used for shortening links. So you can paste a link in, and there's one of my links, okay? And it gives you a shortened link. And you can actually, I mean, it's not much shorter that, but you can actually, if you register, change this coding at the back to something that is more meaningful to you. And when somebody clicks on this Bitly link, if you copy it and paste it, and there up comes whatever it is that you've done. So if you've got a long link, like long affiliate links, then it's shortened that, and it makes it better for that reason. This is just one of the programs that I'm involved in. Let's go back. It's wiped it out. Let's refresh, see what happens there. Here we go. And if you sign in, you will see the data for all time, 12 months, 6 weeks, 7 days, 24 hours, and the last 60 minutes. It says there are no clicks yet on this BitLink. It might be because it's recognized my IP address, and so it only tracks the links. Oh, just a minute, it's got one there. Got one click. So that's the click that I just made. So you can see how many clicks you're getting. Unfortunately, being a free system, you're not going to get a lot of the other information that would be useful to you. But as an absolute minimum, it allows you to shorten your link, especially if you've got a long, like a ClickBank link or something like that. And it'll show you that you're not getting totally ripped off by your solo ad provider, because you are getting 200 clicks if you paid for 200 clicks. It won't show you where the clicks came from and things like this, but it's free, and some people want free, and that's it really. So let's go back here and come out of screen share again, and go back to where's it gone? This one. There we go. We go back here. So this is where we're up to. So that's Bitly, and as I say, there are a lot of them, and they work in the same sort of way. They will shorten a link, especially if you've got a big long link, and they'll allow you to track the number of clicks you get to that link. And if you don't need an awful lot of information, then that's okay. Let's suppose you're posting to Facebook groups and you just want to see which group is clicking on your links. You could set up 100 different free links and post to 100 groups and just see if you got any clicks from any of them, that sort of thing. So if that's all you wanted to do, then fine, use a free service. Paid service, there are once again lots of paid services. I've got ClickMagick here because that's what I use. I like it. There are lots of them, and once again I'm going to just find you what I'd got before. We can get rid of Bitly and we can get rid of that, and we can go here, and then if I get my screen share working properly, we come out of that one, stop screen share, you get me again, and then we go back in and we go here, and you will see that if you put in link tracking software, now most of these will shorten links as well, but if you put in link tracking software, you will get a lot of different options. Link tracker, cloaking and tracking software, that's Link Tracker again. I don't know this one, volume.com, never heard of it, but I mean, it doesn't mean it's no good, it just means I've not heard of it. ClickMeter is one that's used by a lot of marketers. ClickMagick is used by a lot of marketers, and it's the one that I choose to use. I find it the simplest. I like simple because I am simple. And it does an awful lot. I'll show you in a bit. Link track, reviews on different ad tracking programs. You can get all this information if you just type in link tracking software into Google. So that having been said, let's have a look at ClickMagick and why do I use ClickMagick. First of all, I've got you a free trial here. I mean, you'll get it if you just go to their site, but it's a 14-day free trial, and I've got a link for you which I will put in the chat section. Yeah, Kavina, Google Analytics. That's right. That's what Google have. It's a bit complicated for me, and I'm not sure how well it does this stuff anyway, because I've never been able to work it. These are just some marketers that use it. But ClickMagick will do lots of things that a lot of others won't do, and they're very keen to show you that on their website, of course. And it'll allow you to add pop-ups and banners onto your things. So if you're using, for example, a company landing page, let me find you the link for this just to make it easier for you. It's also my affiliate link, so if you do go on and buy it, I'll make some money. He said not being able to find it. ClickMagick, here we go. I will put that in as a, what they call them, sticky. Oh, put it in the wrong place, just a minute. Okay, so it's there. It's a clickable link, and you can get a 14-day free trial with ClickMagick if you click on that link. I think you'd get it even if you just went to their site, but if you buy it, then I don't make any money, and so I'd like you to buy it from me if you're going to buy it. Make sense? It's got some great training in there, and if you where do I find it? Here, right. Let's just show you. Click here. Let's put in let's see if it'll take that. No, we don't want to save it. Okay, and these are, if you pay, you can get it for $12 or $33 or $66. It's where do we go? Home. Well, where do we log in? Having done that, I probably can't log in until I confirm my email or something like that. I was going to show you it working. I don't want to go into my account because it would be confusing. There are hundreds and hundreds of links in there. But essentially, let me just see. Where do we log in? Having done that, let's see if we get a link from them. Has it gone into the junk? Well, I don't know. We created the free account. Pay today 0. Continue. You've got to put a card number in. So I can't show you that, but it'll allow you to put a banner on a page. If you're using an affiliate landing page, you can send them to a ClickMagick link, which will not only track your link and everything else, but you could have a banner come up after they've been on the page for a minute saying, sign up today and I'll give you this special one-time offer or something like that. And you can give them a link to a special offer, or you can have a pop-up on a landing page saying, enter your email address in here to get my special offer on this. So that would be an email thing coming up. There are lots of things that ClickMagick will do in addition to tracking your links. And to track sales, if we're talking about tracking sales, let's get back to the presentation, because I was hoping to just log in and show you something there, but Stop screen sharing. And then we go to screen sharing. We go back to the presentation. Okay. Next week we've got web traffic, which is what a lot of people are interested in, a lot of people ask for. But I really, really want to stress that if you're going from just having a landing page and you go into traffic, you're going to lose money. You're not going to make money, you're going to lose money, and you're never going to build your business. You need to have these 5 steps in place before you even think about traffic, whether it's free. There's no such thing as free. I mean, you're trading your time and effort and energy for what's classed as free traffic, and it's difficult to scale, but we'll get into that more next week. Or whether it's paid. You're simply going to lose out if you don't have these 5 things in place. So don't even contemplate this until you've been through all these. If you've not seen the previous trainings, then you can get them at I'll put a link on the live site, because there's a site which should be showing here. Right, yeah, here we go. Let me get that page on there. Share. This is it, I think. That's it. This page here is at sawwp.com/live, LIVE. And it has this presentation on it, which is running now. I've stopped it because I didn't want it to go, but you can go here to get the presentations. And it'll have the links. There's your ClickMagick link, and the links from previous webinars we've done, various other things there. And you can register for the next training by clicking here. And I thought I had a link to, you can leave comments as well. I'm happy if you leave some comments here. And if you've got any questions, I'll answer them there. And I thought I had a link to previous webinars, but it doesn't look like I have. So I will put that in. If you go to sawwp.com/LIVE, live, beneath the video, if you want a quick replay of it, it's there. You will get notified of a replay as you've registered. But beneath the video, there are links there, and I will also put in a link to the previous webinars. You can find them actually at sawwp.com/YT, which is one of my YouTube channels, and that is that has got lots and lots of training videos on it for all sorts of things. So it'll certainly have the last what will be on 6, the last 5, so you'll get all the training on all the points leading up to it. And if you've not done it, go through those before you even think about getting to traffic. Okay, but I'll put that link in as soon as we've finished here. And stop sharing. And we go back to the presentation, which I can't see. There it is. Okay. make sure you've got all those in place. And I think that's it. Yeah. So if you've got any questions, I am happy to answer them now. So I will just check and see what we've got. Kavina says, what's the difference between this and ClickMeter? The paid options, Kavina, are all very similar. ClickMeter I find easier to use than the others, and I find it does a little bit more. But if you've got one and you're happy with it, stick with it. I mean, if you're already using ClickMeter, there's no purpose in swapping everything over to ClickMagick. You can have a look at it for the 14-day free trial and then cancel if you don't like it. But if you're using ClickMeter already and you're happy with it, don't worry. I mean, I wouldn't bother doing anything. You're using good tracking. One thing you'll need to do, if you are tracking sales, you will need access to the thank you page. Some affiliate programs will add your tracking pixels to them, provided they think you're going to be a decent affiliate. So if you're new to affiliate marketing, you're unlikely to, for example, if you're promoting something like Google Sniper, George isn't going to stick your tracking link on his thank you page unless he recognizes that you're going to make a lot of sales for him. There are ways around that. You can get postbacks, and I'm not sure if all of the trackers allow that and provide for that. They probably do. ClickMagick definitely does, and that's a way around it. It's not the best way of doing it, but it's the only way for some applications. If you have your own product that you're selling, then it's easy because you've got control and you can put the tracking pixels on the pages. And there's lots of training, I'm sure, in all of the paid systems out there that'll explain how to do that. I know that in ClickMagick there are masses and masses of videos, and they go through things in fine detail that even I can understand. But there are a lot of them, as I showed you. If you just put a search in, you know, you may find one that you think is better than ClickMagick. It's just my personal preference. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong or anything else. It's the one I use because it's the one I find easiest and that does most of the things for me. I've never found anything that ClickMagick won't do that I want to do. Let's put it that way. Whether it does everything, I don't know, but certainly it does everything that I want it to do. And the videos are very comprehensive. They're good. I like them, and it does some things definitely that others don't do, as far as I know, like being able to put banners on your pages and the pop-ups and things. It's good. I like it. My pal Vic doesn't use ClickMagick. I think he might use ClickMeter actually, Kavina. That's Vic Strizos. He's a friend of mine. But I know he doesn't use ClickMagick because I've talked to him about it before, and I think he uses ClickMeter. It's a personal preference. It's what do you want to use. Another guy I'm in touch with, Shakir Shak Hussain, he uses ClickMagick as well, same as me. He likes it. Who else do I know? So those are the only people really that I know of that I know what they're using. Let's put it that way. Any more questions? Because we've done our 30 minutes, and I hope that that's made a bit of sense for you. But you need those figures. You need to know your numbers, because if you don't know your numbers, you can't optimize your traffic. And if you can't optimize your traffic, you're losing money. Even if you're making money, even if, like that example, you made, what was it, $750 on that, you could probably have made $7,000 if you'd optimized it the right way. So you need the information. More often than not, your initial campaign is not going to run at a profit, and you're going to need that information so that you can tweak things around and do your split testing and everything. Okay, you can also split test with most of the trackers. You certainly can with ClickMagick. I don't tend to use it for split testing as much as perhaps I should. I tend to use different software for split testing. But I have used ClickMagick, and it's good in the fact that if you're running split testing with ClickMagick, I suppose you've got 3 landing pages. You want to know which one converts best. You don't want to always be going in and checking it. So you run your traffic to all 3 of them. And once you've got a winner, ClickMagick can automatically send you an email saying, yeah, landing page number 2 is producing 50% and the others are only producing 25. And then you can go in and adjust how your traffic that you're driving is being split. So you can increase the amount of traffic that's going to the landing page that's converting better, and this sort of thing. But you need to know your numbers. You need to be tracking, and you need to get it all set up before you even think about sending traffic there. Okay. No questions. So that's it then. God bless you all. And hopefully we'll see you on the next 30-minute mentor when we'll be talking about traffic. And I'll see you if you are in my group on the Monday mentor on Monday evenings. Okay, God bless you all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being part of the small percentage that is going to be successful. God bless.